Hello, it is Lotus, and welcome back to another episode of my podcast of Stop Getting Into the Car with Strangers. You know how this go. I'm a unique individual. No one else will ever be like me. No one else will ever be like you. So stop fucking around and get to the jig. And so today I am talking about fear and how living with fear can bother you in certain parts of your life. And today I have a guest with me. My guest like to introduce yourself.
Hello, I'm Natalie. I don't know. Hello, I'm Natalie. I do most of my work in community engagement. I like to organize shows in the goth scene, the local goth scene in Chicago. So that's really fun. It's also a lot to do with the community too. For my mental well-being, I feel like I really like yoga. I really like reading and writing in my journal. I used to really like sitting outside and just like thinking, or sometimes not even thinking at all. Sometimes I would just sit outside and look at the sun. But I don't know. I feel like for me, taking things like finding like little pockets where like it can feel like time is like slowed down or non-existent helps with my mental health a lot.
Oh, look at you.
Good.
I think this is good with picking up audio, so I think this is fine. Okay. That's so great. Thank you for that great intro, Natalie.
You're welcome.
Okay, so I'm not gonna lie to you. Trying to organize this, like how to set it up and having a conversation with somebody from the mic, it's a bit odd for me because
Right.
I don't normally do it. So how to enter this conversation? I don't know. It's like when it comes to fear for you, I don't know. Give me some examples of like how you usually deal with fear.
I mean, to be honest, I'm scared of everything. Like anytime we have to do something, I mean, you've seen me, I always be like, guys, I'm scared. So I think for me, it really is just like seeing things all the way. Well, I guess it depends what's causing you fear, but for me, it's usually like having to put myself out there and things like that, like make me really anxious. And I think for me, at least in recent years, that's where most of my fear stems from. And like the only way I've really gotten over it is just like, I guess not going over it, but like going through it.
Okay.
Like I just have to force myself to see it all the way through, despite how scared I am. Like I'm basically just doing things scared constantly.
Courage, giving yourself courage.
Yes, and I think it's really just like exposure. Like the more you do it, like it'll hopefully get a little less scary as you gain confidence and like you kind of see it like it's not that bad.
Okay. So yeah, I just asked my second question. I was like, how does fear look like to you and how does it come into your life? But you actually kind of answered. So thank you so much. So, a lot of times we cope with things in life generationally. Do you feel like you see fear coming up generationally for you? Like, have you noticed it when it comes to like your grandparents, your mother? Do you see like how their fear has probably come into your life and how you operate?
It's a really good question. For sure. I think with being like first generation and having family who like were coming from like a country where like, things weren't very safe or stable at the time.
Yeah.
And then them having them like come to this country where like they don't know anything. Like there definitely was like a lot of fear there. I think specifically in my family though, a lot of their fear manifested in anger.
Mm.
And unfortunately they had the tendency, well, they're like angry, like they don't have anywhere to put the anger, so they tend to put it on each other or like other family members.
Mm-hmm.
So I know for sure, like growing up, like when I was very young, I was a very angry person. I think that's why I got so into like things like punk music. Because like it's very angry music. And at the time I was very angry. So I was like, yes, yes. And as I've gotten older and feel that less, like I feel like it always comes in like, you lose one habit and then it comes in like a different flavor.
Okay.
Yeah. So like, I think like one thing for me is like I'm so terrified of overstepping. Like, I'm scared of asking people for things. I'm scared of like literally yesterday, like I was so scared to like ask to go to the bathroom.
I don't know how you're scared to go to the bathroom.
But like,
you gotta go, hey?
I think because of the fact I grew up with like a family who was like very scared of like their living situation, and like because of that it manifested in anger. I kind of was put in a position where I felt like I couldn't always advocate for myself. And so in that way, like that fear is still there that got passed down.
That's a great answer to my question. I would say I could relate as well. A lot of like, a lot of things that like I'll do in my life, it will always get like flash, like, how do you say it? What's the word?
Flashbacks?
No, backlash.
Oh, close.
It got the same rating.
Yeah.
So I will always get like backlash for stuff that I do for my family. So when I first like took a plane trip, like my first plane ride, I was gonna see this guy, but well, when I first decided upon myself to like actually go, they be like, my family actually gave me like backlash for it, and I was just like, first of all, I'm out here living life, but some things came with that. But yeah, like it was always something that people would like try to instill in me. Or, like when I tried new things from like around my family, especially when I started doing my own like spiritual practices, my own spiritual things, like having my own relationship, the Most High, whatever. I would get a lot of backlash from my family, and so I think that comes into like how I operate in my life. And so sometimes I don't know if you know what it's like. Sometimes I don't say nothing, not because like I'm fully afraid. It's because I also don't feel like dealing with that.
Right.
And dealing with people because I don't know people to be unpredictable.
Yeah.
And that comes like my own stemming in life, like expressing myself to family members and always getting like backlash for it.
Do you think that like judgmental behavior from your family is also like rooted in their fears that they're like projecting onto you?
I think so for sure. It's like growing up being like dark skinned and plus size. I think especially like my mother was so afraid of how I was like be perceived. And how like people did treat me growing up. And so she was also like a helicopter mom. So she will always exactly, helicopter moms.
Yeah.
So being a helicopter mom, like we didn't do sleepovers. We didn't do like going out to like people's birthday parties. I was always told like, what you need to go to a sleepover for? You got a home to sleep at. And it's just like I can't just, hang out with people outside of like school. They're like, no, you never know like who people is there. Like, ain't that why you the parent?
Yeah, no, literally.
It's crazy.
It was the same with me. Like, I would always try to have sleepovers with my friends, and they were, my mom would always be like, you don't know the kind of men that like live there. Which honestly, I get it now.
I get it. No, I get it now. But also as a kid, I'm just like, bro, everybody else having a sleepover.
Yeah, it does suck. But I do think that's such like a common thread with like a lot of, I don't know, like ethnic families. That, like, tough love is such a common thing because of fear. I don't know if like maybe like subconsciously our parents think they're like preparing us.
I think it's like a preparedness and like a protection. And sometimes I'd be like, all right, you didn't have to do that.
No, I'm like, yo, Loki.
Can I experience life? Like that too. Like sometimes they will step in so much, especially like growing up, mom step in so much. And they'd be like, okay, can I learn something?
Yeah.
Like I need to grow as like an individual, as a person.
Yeah, I think that's been a big thing with me too. Like I was so sheltered growing up. Like I just like didn't really get the opportunity to fuck around and find out.
Bro, I never fucked around and found out. Like I kid you not. That's why like I've never had the urge to like go to the clubs or anything. Especially when we growing up, our teen clubs are slowly drawing out, but like when we were teens, it was like still teen clubs. I was told, no, you can't go. Yeah. So like we still had teen clubs in Chicago when we were growing up, and they probably died out like when I was like my freshman or sophomore year of high school, but they still had some there. But I was just like, never let me go. Never went to like really like games and stuff. So like when I got older, like in high school, like I never had the urge to like want to go to games, want to go out with people, want to this and that, because it's been instilled in me like everybody are not your friend. You need to watch out for people. Family is the only thing that like you should really care about. And then growing up, I'm like, First of all, this it. Oh,
yeah, it's awful. It's like making your world so small.
You know?
Yeah.
But then I was just like, dang, I really don't know how to talk to people, first of all.
Yeah, no, for sure.
It really like messed up like my perception of like how can I talk to people.
Mm-hmm.
And because I'm just like a common sense person, I slowly understood like, hey, not to let that interfere. But it's also just been like, for a while I didn't know how to talk to people.
Yeah.
Yeah, and my relatability to everything, like especially like in my community, I couldn't relate to a lot of stuff, which is I think sometimes a good thing. I'm not gonna lie to you. Some of the stuff they did, I'm like, you was getting drunk out here at 16. That wasn't for me.
No, the Latinos were on the same shit.
Hey, yo,
all the shit that was going on, crazy, like crazy stuff, man. But yeah, I feel like I'm in the same boat. Like I feel like it definitely stunted my growth like by a lot. Like I still don't have a driver's license.
Gee, we were just talking about that though. I still ain't got one. I'm 25. Now, like when I was growing up, like I told you before, like the people that I went to school with, they learned how to drive by just going to hop in somebody's car, like, or their parents actually taught them how to drive, or like they would steal their parents' car. And I'd be like,
oh my god,
no, yeah, they like they take the keys. They like it's easy to take your mom's keys and just like practicing in the car. I'm like, bro, my mama wake up every time I jingle no joys.
She's a light sleeper.
Bruh, any other time, my mama is deep in sleep. But I kid you not, every time she hear those keys, she, who got my keys? I'm like, bro, you was just deep sleep.
Crazy stuff.
You got drunk the other day. Not to put my mom business out there, but I'm like, you got drunk the other day. Like,
yeah.
So
no, and I think again it goes back to that fear thing. Like, my mom like treated me like that because she was always very scared to like go out and do things because like she was raised by like a family that didn't let her do things that like told her she wasn't smart enough or capable enough to do things.
Dang, they told you she wasn't smart enough?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So like my families, I think I mentioned this before, but they grew up on like farms and stuff. And like there were multiple reasons why she wasn't allowed to help there.
I mean, she's very pretty.
You remember that one, huh? Yeah. One of it was because they were like, well, she's the pretty one, you know.
Yeah.
Colorism. They were like, don't want her to tan, you know. God forbid. But another part of it was that like they just like were like, you move too slow, like you take too long, like all this and this.
I mean, so if it's her first time doing these things, you never let her like learn how to do it.
Yeah, and then like pretty similarly to me, how like it stunted my growth, it also stunted her growth. Like when she came here to America and then she had to get jobs, she was struggling because the only jobs she could get were like in factories and things like that, and those are like
those are
heavy
intense.
work.
Yeah.
You know, and she couldn't keep up. And so she would get fired. But that also kind of reinforced like her negative feelings towards herself.
Yeah.
And I think she had the tendency to not like to like she wasn't like, oh, like to me and my sister, she was like, you guys are too slow, like blah blah blah. But like she was hesitant to let us do things. I think because of that. And now in a weird way, I'm also struggling with that because I'm like I don't know. I feel like there's so many like great things I could have done like when I was way younger if I wasn't so anxious and had like let myself like just try things. Which now I'm like, you know what? It's fine because I'm doing that now. Like I'm pushing myself out there more to do more things. But like, you know, at the time, yeah.
That's crazy because that's one of my questions right here. Is like, do you feel like fear is something that can really stop people from experiencing like the fullness of their life?
I think it definitely can. But I think like with anything you can overcome it. Like I do feel like to a lot of things I lost a lot of my like childhood and teenage years. I don't really think I got to be like a teenager or like a kid. Well, maybe a kid, yeah, in some respects. Because one thing they did let me do was like fuck around outside, like enough.
Being an outdoors girly? Yeah.
But that was really like the only freedom I would get though, which is why I think I gravitate towards it so much. Because it's like familiar to me. But yeah, no, it definitely can. Like, I don't know. Like how I mentioned earlier, how like I really like just like sitting outside and thinking. That's why I be watching those damn chipmunks too. Because it's like a nice way to sneak that in. I think if it weren't for that, I probably wouldn't have like pushed myself outwards as much as I have. Like my current job of like the environmental stuff, I've only had like one other job before that.
Yeah.
Because I was like terrified of like getting a job.
You were terrified to get a job?
Yes, like it was that bad.
Oh my God.
Because like, and then like even like the thought of like getting a job in like a field that like I have no experience in, or like I'm not coming from like a background like stuff, was terrifying to me. But I was like, dude, fuck it, like you gotta do it.
Honestly, nah. See, look, you gotta. I don't know if you ever heard this saying before, but like you gotta have the audacity of a white man. Okay.
Honestly, yeah. I mean, hey, white passing.
I mean,
I'm not using my privilege to its full potential, but. No, that is so true. And then even with like the page I'm running right now, I run a for viewers at home. I run a goth page where like it started off as just like promoting like events, because me and my friend felt like it was really hard to find events. So we decided to make the page where like we post as many things we could find. So like if people wanted to like get more into the scene, they could just like go to one page and find a bunch of things. And then like as it progressed, we kind of started putting on our own events. And I remember at the start, like I was so hesitant to do that. My friend who I run it with, her name's Chelsea. Hey, Chelsea. She's like the complete opposite of me. She's like very much like a go-getter. She is like a workaholic.
What's her sign?
She's a Leo.
I don't know if you've seen Cottrell, but yeah, it runs with them.
And they're very charismatic.
Yeah.
Too. Very charismatic. And they're so good at talking to people. She's like incredible at that. So she usually does like open networking. Still struggling with that, but I'm getting there.
I think you got the skills to pay the bills for that one for sure.
Thank you. But yeah, that was like, even with that was like terrifying to me. And like meeting all these people, like especially some people who like I looked up to so much in the scene. Horrifying.
Aww.
But now, like it used to make me so scared, but now I'm like getting to see it like become like this big thing, and like people reacting to it like so well. And now I'm like, oh my God, guys, like it really, like if you really try, like good shit will happen. Like
how long have you been doing like the golf page?
It literally started early this year.
Oh, so you just started this year?
Yes.
And first of all, I thought you were doing that like you were doing it for like a couple years now.
Recent.
See, you gotta have that passion and commitment. I gotta get like you.
Hey, dude, like I think I have like a problem too, where like because of the way I was raised, I'm not, or at least I don't consider myself very ambitious. Like I can get really overwhelmed. Like I think I have the tendency to fall back to what's familiar to me.
Yeah.
And so you really just have to like push yourself.
So do you feel like you overthink yourself out of these things? Because I know I do. Like sometimes I would think about it so hard.
Yeah.
And not do it. And then I just overthink myself. Yeah. Then I just overthink myself out of it instead of just doing it.
Yeah. No. And I think that's like the biggest thing I've been learning is like, you just have to do it. Like even if it doesn't go all the way through, like there's still that big chance. Like if you see it all the way through, like I mentioned earlier, something good can come of it.
Wow.
And before you know it, like it just becomes something beautiful.
So like for the popularity of like the blog page you do, how big did you see it doing it like being this big for you? Like, and you seeing it grow more from where you are?
I think there was like always the hope that it would, because like our end goal was to like get like a venue, have our own golf club.
Oh.
So like we always wanted it to be big. Because there's like no golf club here in Chicago.
Wait, there's no golf club here? Not one?
Not a dedicated like golf club. There's like golf nights, but we've never had like
really
dedicated
golf I could have sworn Chicago had one though. Maybe it was back in the day then. I've
done a lot of research and talked to a lot of people. There was never like a dedicated
We've
golf
never
club.
had a dedicated golf club. I could have sworn. That's crazy.
I know, right? It's insane.
Okay.
But that was like our end goal.
Yeah.
But like, so there was always like the hope that we would get like bigger and bigger. But like the speed to which it's happened has been like
growing pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Because there's a need for it.
Yeah, I think so too. I think it's also because like our whole thing is we're trying to like make events for like communities that like maybe the golf scene hasn't always done the best at serving. Like our first event was a benefit show to like raise money for families affected by ICE. So like we had like a bunch of like Latino bands. Like
I like that.
Yeah, it was super fun and it was so successful. And now like we're doing like our first solo show specifically for like women and like queer people, because unfortunately there is like a huge issue of like harassment in the scene.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen those like golf mommy memes.
The golf mom, you mean?
Yes, that's like a thing. Like some men will like really fetishize goth women. Like they think they're all like kinky and freaky and like
That is so weird.
I know. And it's unfortunately splashed over into the scene. And so we were like, well, there's clearly like a need for like a safe space for these people. So like, fuck it, let's just do it ourselves. We have like so many ideas because there's like so many other groups who like have gone like so ignored. Like black goths have been like ignored.
Nah, for sure, especially in the city. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yes, 100%. Like it's insane. I've talked to like some elder goths, and they told me that like when they were like first in the scene, that like there was not as much diversity until like up until recently. And even then, I still think it's like a long way to go.
Yeah. So have you thought about doing like when you do these benefactor things to like do this, like at least have like a mic or two there to actually talk to the people that come through?
I do like the idea of having our own podcast.
So like when you do these benefactory things, people can like listen in to like the people that come through. You can like do more promotion with it.
That is true, yeah.
But honestly, it seems like it's just you two guys here. So maybe before you go to that, probably find somebody else to hop on the team.
We definitely know some people who could help.
Yeah.
My friend's a little hesitant to have more people on our team, which I don't know how it's gonna go if we plan on growing.
I mean, you seem like you guys are growing more and you say you want your own venue and stuff. I think this would be like a good thing for people to tune into. If they can't come to the events and to know more about the golf scene, honestly.
Yeah, for sure. I think there's like a lot of like misinformation about the golf scene. Like, yeah, I mean, it's like super cool work. I've met like so many cool people. I think I feel good that like I'm trying to help people through it. And then none of that wouldn't have happened if I wasn't just like, okay, fuck it, like let's listen to my Leo friend.
So did she introduce the idea of doing like going into the golf scene and doing the blogging for a reason?
So the page, yes.
Okay.
That was her idea. So shout out to her.
Shout out.
And she was the one who like opened up the page. She was the one who like first started posting and stuff like that. Like she's definitely the one who pushes a lot for like things. I'm more so like, yo, let's chill, let's chill. But I am trying to get better at like putting in the work too.
Yeah.
But I don't know, she's such a go-getter. Like we're still like figuring things out for our upcoming show on November. I think it's November 28th that we're having it at Sleeping Village. And like she already wants to like get a show ready for December. And I'm like, let's figure this out.
Okay. Hold on, wait. We gotta stop a minute.
But like she's like a good example of someone who like doesn't have fear with that stuff.
Yeah.
And I'd say it's definitely benefited her a lot.
I said she needs to slow down a little bit. I agree with you. Like we gotta finish this first before we move on to the next.
Thank you.
It's only y'all two, but I think she's probably think about that as well. Like it's only y'all two and what you guys are doing. But I like the work you guys do, honestly.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out the next question here for you. This one, I don't know if you want to get in particular to it, but have you had any experience in life that you didn't go for that you felt stemmed from just not feeling good enough for it or having the courage to act upon it? Like, is there anything specific that you like, dang, if I would have went for this, I probably would have been I would have grew more, like been in a different place.
Dude, my fucking driver's license. Like I had the chance to do it in high school, but like I had like I passed the class and everything. I just had to take like the driven test.
Oh, why you didn't go for it?
Dude, this is what I'm getting to. I was so terrified that I ended up having a panic attack right before the exam.
Oh my God.
And so I just like didn't do it.
You psyched yourself out?
I did. And now I'm like, fuck, I should have done it. Because now everyone's telling me like it's way harder to get it as an adult.
Yeah.
Like it's easier when you're in high school.
Because they provide you with everything.
Yeah. And then now I feel like I probably could like my life would probably be so much easier. Like I would have an easier time getting to work.
Getting to places, probably doing more benefactory.
Yeah, like being able to do like go out to like community events and stuff would be like way more accessible if I could just drive myself. Like hanging out with people, things like that, going to shows. But I didn't do it. and I wondered like if I had done it that they like would I have realized sooner that like it's okay to be scared, but like you have to do things scared sometimes. And that like produces growth. instead of just like staying stagnant for as long as I did.
I don't know if you ever heard this quote before. On the other side of fear is happiness. So the thing that you fear the most, that you think about, that you feel like you're not good enough to do, on the other side of that fear is the happiness that you look for.
Yeah, no, I agree. I feel like for the most part, like every time I forced myself to do something I've been scared of, I've either been just okay or it's turned out really well, which I think is like very good for positive reinforcement for me. But it's like, damn. Like I could have learned that sooner if I had just taken that damn test.
Not the damn test.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's been, I don't know. Like, some stuff I really haven't done that much of because I've psyched myself on it. Or like sometimes like I won't hang with people because I'll psych myself out. But I'm like, man, I don't want to hang with me. They don't need to hang with me. I'm a boring person. I don't have nothing going on for me. And then they be like, dang, maybe I could have had a friend there. Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, a big part of like finding communities and like forming connections is like
That is true.
you really gotta like get yourself out there. Like you have to be okay with being uncomfortable with like what's the term? Damn. I had something good there. Like inconveniencing yourself. You know? Which is something I've been learning too. Sometimes I'm like,
you do that. Sometimes I tell you like, go ahead, clock out, bro. You're like, you ain't gotta go out for real. I think it's okay. I think you go out enough, honestly. But maybe that's just me. I'm an introvert person who lives by herself.
That's something I need to get better at is like learning how to say no.
Yeah.
I think maybe this comes from like being like from like a Latino family. But like I feel like in our culture, like it's very like common to like put other people first. To like really overwork yourself to like take care of people or like even just like work in general. Like especially if you're like coming from an immigrant family, like they drill it into you to like work. Like
It's
work will
crazy.
pay off, like school will pay off, like all this and this and that. And like, yeah, like and also like the way we like treat each other, like your family could be like total shit to you. And then it's like, well, you still have to like take care of them.
See, that's what I don't like because I'm not gonna lie to you. I know I've spoken about family things sometimes, but sometimes I'll be like, yeah, I'm not doing this with y'all. And then sometimes y'all be like, oh, it is family. I'm like, yeah, I'm taught the same values, but I don't want those instilled in my life. I think that you ain't finna waste my time.
Yeah. I think for me, it's been like such like a hard thing to find like a balance between. Cause it's like, cause like I feel like both cultures, like Mexican and like American, are like complete opposites of one another.
Yeah.
Like American culture is so like individual. That word is so hard to pronounce, guys.
Individualized?
Yes.
Individualism? Like we talked about like at the training we did?
To like such an extreme where like people here like don't take care of each other.
Yeah.
They don't care about one another. And it's like awful. Like, of course, like there's like this whole like epidemic of like kids who are growing up feeling like lonely and stuff because it's like the culture they're growing up in.
Yeah.
Nobody's expected to help each other out or like go out of their way, even if like it inconveniences them to help one another. But then with Mexican culture, it's like the complete opposite. It's like sometimes so collective, like so much collectivism that like you kind of can if you go against the grain, like that makes you a target or like it puts you in a position where like you can really overwhelm yourself because of like how much you're trying to take care of people. And it's like,
that happens a lot.
How do you find like a balance? Or like you're making sure you're doing what you can to be a good community member without like overstepping your own boundaries.
That's a good question.
You know? Like how do, at least for me, like I ask myself this all the time, like where's the like sweet spot where like I can tell people no without fear, but also like be there for people?
I think that like with that, you just have to figure out like what you really want to do in these instances.
Yeah.
Like you don't always have to go out with people, especially when you want to. Let's say like you went out with a friend last week and then another friend be like, hey, you want to go out? Honestly, I thought I asked you last week if you want to come hang with this friend. Like, I'm busy this week. I need a break. They know you work too. Like,
That's true, yeah. But that's another thing. Freaking Latinos,
bruh.
where the fuck do they get the energy and why didn't I get that shit? My friend Chelsea, the one I ran the page with, she's the person I hang out with the most.
Mm-hmm.
She's like my best friend. But she literally works like an adult job. Like she works downtown, like in the offices, like does like administration.
What's her hours?
It's like a regular like 9 to 5. So I guess her hours are more stable, but like it's pretty hard work, you know?
Yeah.
And like she can go out and drink all night and be fine. I'm like, how the fuck? How the fuck? Another thing I think it is though is like all my friends are Latino.
Wow.
And most of them are first generation. So like if I tell them no, sometimes I get a little hurt. So like, I don't know.
I don't think that's up to you though, honestly.
That's true.
Like if they feel hurt, it shouldn't be that. You guys have been friends for a long time, so I think that's a them thing, not a you thing, and you got to establish that clear boundary. Be like, hey, you know, they know what type of work you do. Like these hours are crazy.
Dude,
so
I do work too.
You know what I'm saying? And like we do a lot of figuring out things. So I was like, you know, sometimes you ain't gotta talk to another person or hang out. Cause honestly, hanging out with our team all day, I'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up. I'm not in the mood for people or doing things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love talking to people. I just have like such low energy. I'm kind of like a low energy.
You always gotta like recharge.
Yeah, no, I think that's like my big thing. Like even my mom sometimes she's like, dude, you're overworking yourself.
See?
She's Mexican.
Yes.
For a Mexican to be telling me that's crazy. But yeah, I don't know. I think that's like another thing. Like I just need to learn how to like again goes back to that fear. Like I didn't grow up in like an environment where like boundaries existed. Yeah. It's like now when like I have to put them in place, I'm like like I feel like a shaking chihuahua. Like it's so fucking terrifying for me.
A shaking chihuahua is like hilarious.
Yeah, I think I've gotten better though. Like especially in my relationships, I've gotten better at like communicating. Like I remember like when I was younger and I would have to tell people that like something they did or said like upset me.
It made like your stomach churn.
Like my body would go numb.
Oh my God.
That's like how scared I would get. Like I would lose sensation in my body. And like I would black out too. Like
I used to black out?
Yes, like I would say things and then like after the conversation was done, like I wouldn't even like remember what I had said or done.
So you had the courage to say the things, but then your body was just like...
Yeah, I think it's just that like my body was like, I think it was probably like a trauma response. Like my body was like so stressed that they were like, okay, the only way we're gonna get through this is if we black it out.
Oh my God.
It's really bad. But I've gotten better.
Thank God you're not out here blacking out for standing up for yourself.
I know. No, it's crazy. Like my boyfriend, he's like my first serious relationship ever. Because like obviously like intimacy was something I struggled with. Like I used to hate getting touched by people. Like the thought of like people flirting with me was like, get the fuck away from me. And it's so weird because like his perspective of me is completely different from like how I view myself. Like he tells me I'm a very direct and communicative person.
I would agree with that statement. I'm not gonna
and it's crazy to me because growing up I wasn't like that at all.
And you gotta have to grow the balls.
No, literally. I would just let people treat me like shit and I'd be like, well.
I'm glad you grew the balls, man.
Yeah, but it goes back to like that, like it pays off eventually. Like my boyfriend's a good person. My friends are all good people. Like anytime I talk to them about like this upset me or this and this, they're never like awful about it. They're always like super understanding and chill. Like thankfully I've never had to experience someone who was like evil and was like, fuck you.
Evil was crazy.
But if I did, I feel like I'd be better equipped to handle it.
Okay.
Than if I were younger.
That's great. Awesome. Honestly, don't have too many questions for you. But something I wanted to share is like fear is something that is made from the human body. And trauma, which has a basis in fear, will impact one's intuitive navigation throughout life. So do you feel like that is something that has like impacted your navigation, your intuitiveness to do things? Or like your intuitiveness to gravitate towards like your desires that you want to
do? Yeah, for sure. I mean, so I'm diagnosed with CPTSD. You know what I mean?
CPT.
Yeah, it means this is like some new age shit, guys.
Okay.
But it's referred to as like complex post-traumatic stress
Oh yeah, I know what
disorder.
it is.
Yeah, so
Okay.
basically it's like if you grew up like
Yeah.
with repeated trauma.
Damn, I may got that shit.
You probably do, honestly.
No cap.
From
No
the things you
cap.
told me, you probably do.
Nah, I for sure got it.
Real recognizes real. I also think it's like, again, like so common in a lot of like communities of like people of color and stuff. Like everybody's fucking traumatized. Because just being like a minority in America is traumatizing in itself. But that's another conversation. But I do think like, I mean, that stuff like completely changes your worldview. Like it completely rewires your brain, and like that's like something I've had to like unpack for like years in therapy, and probably I'm still going to continue unpacking
No, for sure. It's an
till I
unpacking
die.
process. Yeah,
Which is so annoying. But like trauma really does like rewire your brain to know nothing but fear. And so like you can only act out in like coming from like a place of fear.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I'm a very like hyper vigilant person.
Same.
You know, and it's because of the fear.
Yeah.
That stems from like the trauma and all that. So I would say that's definitely true for me. And I'd say it's probably true for like a lot of people.
No, for sure. So I just want to ask, like, just to add an avenue to that. So do you have any like practices that you do, like spiritual practices that you do, like independently that you're discovering, or you have the desire to like try to, I mean, you're just curious about?
That's such a good question. I mean, I personally feel like just like taking time, like my whole thing of like being just like watching the world go by and shit like that. To me, that's like very spiritual. Cause like the way I see that is like building like a relationship with myself and things like that. I guess it really comes down to like what you consider spirituality. I feel like spirituality can like be so many things. Like you can really make like a ritual out of anything. Really. Like I remember like one of my favorite things to do if I'm like really stressed is I'll like take a shower with like all the lights off and like light a candle.
Honestly, peaceful.
And just sit in the shower.
Yeah.
And like to me, in a way, that's like spirituality. It's probably not like as intentional as it is.
No,
with,
it's
like,
very
some other
intentional. So
people.
like I've done it before. It's something that, you know, it just helps you connect, like get in tune with like yourself, your body, and just like get in the moment. Because a lot of times we're not fully in the moment of things because we're taught to constantly think about the next thing.
Yeah.
So whereas like in situations like that's something that I do from time to time because I need to like get within my body. Instead of always thinking about like what I'm gonna do next, what I'm gonna do here, what I'm gonna do this. If I should do this, so it's just like in that moment, I understand because like I need to be in presence. So
for sure. Yeah. So I'd say for me, it's like just making like finding things to make a ritual out of throughout your daily life.
Yeah.
Cause like I'm sure you feel like this way too, but like I feel like it's so hard to like take things slow. Or like even like be spiritual in a capitalistic society. Cause like so much of it is like you gotta work, you gotta make money, you gotta do this 9 to 5, and like nobody has time to just like think or like light a candle or like meditate or anything. And so like I guess for me it's like finding ways to sneak it in.
Not you said sneak it in.
Yeah, because I honestly like now that I have like a job, a boyfriend, I obviously have my friends and like the page. Like it's kind of hard for me now to like, because when I was doing like a lot of that stuff, like I was unemployed.
Yeah,
I wasn't going to school. I had fuck shit to do, so like I had all the time in the world to like get to know myself and like think and stuff like that. Now I don't.
You feel like you don't have the time?
It's harder to find it. Like I remember for a while, like me going to like sit and watch like the birds and the chipmunks while I waited to get picked up. Like for me, that was like a way of sneaking it in.
That was like your only time. You feel
yes, but now I have to find something else because now my brother, he can like just like take me home immediately. You know.
What you better tell him? Look, we can't. I have my quality time. Okay. Honestly. No, it's a real thing. Like, honestly, you better tell them, like, look, hey, you mind if I, like, sit here for a minute? I just need to collect myself after this day. That's why sometimes I be like, hey, yo, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take the bus. That's one of the reasons I stopped telling her, like, I didn't tell her directly, but I think she's like, she probably thought I didn't want her to, like, drop me off at home anymore. But it was always just like, I just like my alone time after.
No, yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I was at my most confident when I was spending more time alone.
Because you wouldn't have like influences from other people.
Yeah, like it was really forcing, like it really forced me to like really get to know myself. Like, what are the things I care about? Like, who am I as a person? Like, if you ask most people, like, who are you as a person?
They don't even know.
They wouldn't be able to tell you. And if they did tell you, they would probably tell you something like, oh, well, like, I'm a reader, like, blah, 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 blah. Like, they'll tell you, like, their hobbies or, like, the things they own. But, like, what are you outside of that?
Yeah.
They wouldn't be able to answer.
Like, who are you as an individual, as a person? What do you want to do with, like, your life?
Yeah.
And a lot of people, like you said, can't answer that.
Yeah, because it's, like, they don't really get to know themselves.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people, are scared. They're afraid of, like, being by themselves or like being in silence. I think especially in our society, like for a lot of people, that's like a very scary thing to like just sit with their thoughts.
Yeah.
Like I know so many people, they're like workaholics for that reason. Because like they like having distractions. They don't like having to like think about anything. And I don't know. I think people just need to be brave.
That's true.
Know? Like,
that's true.
It's scary at first, but then eventually, like, I guess it's also how you approach it. Like, obviously, always approach it with, like, love.
Oh.
Like, always approach really anything.
I mean, you really should.
Everything. And there's, like, a really good quote from James Baldwin, Charles James Baldwin, the GOAT. But he has a quote about how, like, the world is, like, held together by the very few people who love.
That's true.
And it's true. Like people who take care of like the homeless, the work that we do, like people who fight for like civil rights issues and things like that. That's all coming from love.
That's true.
And that's like truly what holds the world together. Like, I don't know what the fuck politicians are up to, but like,
I mean, you shouldn't do.
They're just destroying shit, bro.
I mean, that's why you got to focus on the small stuff, like the things that you like can do.
Exactly.
In the spaces and the climate of ages that we live in. Before I get into like, I have an activity for us to do, but before I get into that, did you have anything you wanted to ask me?
Okay. What would you say is like your biggest like fear?
Putting myself out there.
Damn. I feel like that's everybody's low-key. I feel like that's how it is for a lot of people.
I think that it's also an aspect of like me being a natural leader. I growing up, it was just like I was told not to outshine, where I naturally outshined people. And I don't say anything because I don't want to come off to like in a bratty way. But you've noticed how I work is that I naturally do those things. I naturally lead things. And I have natural leadership qualities. So growing up, it was taught to me like, hey, you don't want to stand out too much. And so now I'm older, and that is like something that is clearly naturally in my path for me to do. It's something that I've been fighting for like a long time to not to do because I am honestly I was just like, oh. But learning how to I don't know, let go of the past and not letting the past hold me from like who I'm supposed to be, what I'm supposed to do, and not letting that fear from the past like impact who I am now currently and who I'm growing to be.
Do you think that like a lot of that was like stemming from like your race and gender?
No, for sure. Yeah, from it be your own people.
Yeah.
It was from like family, friends, people I went to school with, like because they're taught different things at their home. You know what I'm saying? As like, especially someone that's dark skinned and plus size, you're taught that like, hey, I'm very more undesirable. Like you do things like out of the ordinary, you're shamed for it, or like you're mocked for it. You know what I'm saying? So those things like didn't impact myself like growing up and having to like learn how to let those things go to where they no longer impact me, especially like family.
Yeah.
That was like super hard. And like some of the other stuff like I told you about that has happened with like family recent times. So yeah.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Like, I don't know, like, I guess maybe from their perspective, they were, like you said earlier, like, maybe from their perspective, they were, like, trying to protect you.
Nah, they were just assholes. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, some of the stuff people told me, especially family, nah, like, that shouldn't even been your thought process as me being, like, your family member. Honestly, they don't even know I got a podcast, so. I like to keep a lot of stuff private from family because like they really try to like they are like the voice that try to get in the way. And that's why I tell people sometimes, like, don't let your family impact what you want to do, or like to not follow your desires in life. Because if I would have told my family, like, I was doing like a podcast, or like I wrote a book, or like I want to go back to, I'm going back to school massage therapy, by the way. So, and me doing these things of outgoing, like being able to take that process of like publishing my own book, being able to take this process of like doing my podcast that I do. If I would have told family about it, they would have tried to like get in the way of that. Like, ask me all these questions, or why are you doing it, or like wanting to be more in depth, where we don't have that type of relationship. It makes it awkward. And I don't know, I think sometimes there are some haters.
Sometimes it really is your own people.
So it'd be your own people. Like, they would be some haters. And that's why I just like, not that I don't care for family or anything like that. It's just that I have to do things first before I tell family.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Do you feel like you have anyone in your life you can share those things with?
I am on my own path as an individual. And if you listen to any of my podcasts, you know that I am a super in tune person. And I am naturally like in tune into different things than like a regular person would be. So some of the stuff, like even now that like I practice, I don't really share with people because I ain't got time for that. So yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if you've heard about the evil eye.
Yeah, evil eye is real.
Yeah.
So like evil eye, evil eye braces is to protect you from evil eye, because other people will send it. I'm not gonna name names, but on our team, I think there's someone that does indeed send that sometimes. And that is like not always comfortable. I think some people, you know what? I'm not gonna discuss this right now.
Yeah.
But evil eye is a real thing. Yeah.
Oh yeah. And I think it's so interesting how it's like found in so many cultures. Like I know for like Mexicans is like a huge thing too.
Yeah.
Like I remember like growing up, like my grandma would always gift me and my like sister like evil eye bracelets because you have to get gifted them. And like
Mama know to protect you.
a couple times, those things.
Hey, bro. I'll see. She knew what she was doing. Yeah.
Yeah. My grandma's like really spiritual.
Tapped into it.
Yeah, maybe you should hang out with her one day. But like,
the one that came with the
yes, yeah.
See, I know I like that, bro. He's so vibrant, bro. Like,
she's very spiritual. Like I remember when we were born. So like there's like a tradition where like with newborn babies they'll like tie like a red thread around.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. Yeah.
To like protect them from like evil spirits. I remember when we first moved into our house, like she came and like saved.
For sure, you got to.
She had like this little like It's so interesting. I feel like a lot of like Mexican spirituality is like a mix of like indigenous practices and European practices. Because she also gave us like this little like it's like this picture from like the Catholic Church that you can get, and it basically like is an incantation to protect your house from like evil spirits. And we have that like plastered over my door.
Hey, sound like things been smooth, right?
Yeah, because someone did die in that house, but like we've never had any issues. So like, shout out my grandma.
Something to tell for. Hey, look, grandma. Look, that's why they say always have a praying grandma. You know what I'm saying?
Literally.
They know like what she doing because they be saving your life.
Exactly. Egg cleanses are like a big thing for us too.
Lapina.
Limpieza. Oh my god, guys. Limpieza.
Okay.
Yes. It just means like clean.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's like a big thing. Like I used to be a kid and she'd just be like rubbing an egg on my belly.
Yeah, she should. Like, that's where we store a lot of our energy. So
yeah. And I think the like idea is that like the yolk of the egg will like suck up any bad energy you have. And like, oh my god, last year, dude, my year was like awful. Like I was tweaking. Like so much awful shit was happening. And I remember like it got so bad. My friends were like, dude, we need to do like an egg rub now.
Nah, for real.
And it was so scary because afterwards you cracked the yolk afterwards.
Yeah, did you see the egg?
Literally in the middle of the yolk, there was like a white little dot that made it look like an eye. Like horrifying. Yeah, and then I had to sleep with that shit under my bed because you're
the egg.
Yeah, sometimes you can do that too if you want like an extra cleanse.
After you cracked it.
Yeah.
How does it do that?
Well, we didn't end up doing that.
You just put it under your bed.
Yeah, if you want,
okay,
like,
cool.
an extra,
I thought you meant like you put it under your pillow. I'm like, first of all, you're gonna have egg everywhere, bro.
But also, you can flush it down the toilet if you feel like you're done.
I do egg cleanses from time to time. Honestly, it used to be my favorite. It is my favorite thing to do. I don't know. This feels different.
Yeah, it's nice. It's like very meditative.
Yeah.
Because you're just like there with your eyes closed. You know, like it's nice. And then another thing she used to do when I was like sick, I would always come over and she would like hug me, and I would have to like bend back so my back would crack. Because she said that would like release all the evil like stuff that was making me sick.
But did it not work?
And that shit felt good. I would always get so excited and be like, yay!
Help me.
I fucking love that shit. I wish she still did it.
She don't do it no more?
No.
Dang. Hey,
I guess
honestly, I think it's a bit a good time for you to like go talk to her.
No, honestly.
And like
yeah.
she actually does she practice anything?
She still does. And like honestly, I do want to like ask her more about that. 'Cause she's been teaching my cousin how to do a lot of this stuff.
Hey, tap in, gang.
No, literally, I'm like, because it is like, and I'm sure it's like this for you too, where it's like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like so much of like the indigenous and more like spiritual aspects of like the culture can get lost throughout generations.
Yeah.
And I really want to like still have that intact. Like, God forbid I ever have kids, but like if I were to, God forbid. But, oh man, but like I would want them to experience those things too.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I remember like a guy I used to talk to got so pissed off at me for saying that because he was like, that shit's like not real. I was like, get the fuck out of my face.
That's not he said it's not real?
Yeah, like
okay, people like that who lack faith in life usually have terrible lives, so.
He did have a very traumatic life, so.
He got a what?
Traumatic life, so.
Okay, cool. Exactly.
Yeah.
It be those.
Yeah, but I remember it was like so upsetting because also he's like Latino. So like you would think.
Honestly, I think the newer generation of like people are super like, especially like your community, has been really like taken aback a bit from like doing those things.
It's so weird because it's like a mixed bag. Like,
but you got something like that still like actively practice.
There's like I feel like a lot of Latinos who like they'll talk about being like mestizo or like they'll be like, yes, I have like Mayan and Aztec ancestors and shit like that. But at the same time, they also like treat indigenous people like shit. Like they don't. It's so weird. It's like they like to. I feel like a lot of Mexicans they like to claim that aspect of our heritage when it benefits them.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, they also like to try to align themselves with whiteness when it benefits them.
Definitely like to align our whiteness.
So it's like kind of a toss up. I mean, I grew up with a dad, thankfully, who's like very much like he's like you haven't gotten to meet my dad, but like he still had like aunts and like uncles who were like fully indigenous, like belong to like indigenous tribes and things like that. So like he always raised me to like and my siblings to be like appreciative of that stuff, to be like not to be fucking assholes. Basically. Yeah. Maybe I could show you a picture, but he's like the complete opposite of my mom. My mom's like the whitest looking person, and my dad, it's like he's for sure Mexican.
Not for sure Mexican.
My mom had the dominant genes, so.
Clearly.
This is like such a tangent. I'm so sorry.
No, you're fine.
We're supposed to be talking about food.
We're just talking, man. Honestly, that's just like the main subject and basis of things, but conversation. This is like what I do.
That's my dad right there holding my little sister. Like, isn't that crazy?
Why y'all seem so hectic here? Is that Jesus in the middle?
I think it is, yeah.
R.I.P. that. He looks like he looks so funny.
This was when we were living in my grandma's basement. That's me and then my baby sister.
Oh, so you're the oldest of your sisters?
I'm the middle, yeah. Well, she's my only sister. She's the youngest for like 3 years.
But you're so adorable. You tell us.
Dad in the wig.
Where do you get the wig from?
I don't know, to be honest.
First of all, he's smiling too. He's having a great time.
Yeah, he's definitely gone through like his shit too, but like for the most part, he's a very happy person. He's always singing, fucking dancing and shit. Yeah. He's very clearly like Mexican.
Yeah.
Like very clearly has more like indigenous roots than my mom does.
Yeah. He got some darker skin over there too.
Yeah. Yeah, he's gotten paler over the years. I think just because of like age.
Oh, yeah, it happens.
Yeah, but oh my God, I remember one time we went to like a gas station once. I think he like picked me up from school and he had to go like get something. And like the guy at the counter was like convinced I was being kidnapped. He was like, "Is this your dad?" And I was like, "Yeah."
Not convinced that you were kidnapped.
Yes, he was like, kept asking me if that was my dad, and he was like, "Are you being honest?" I was like, "Dude, yes." Like, oh
You
my
didn't even do
God.
like the hands. What's the hand signal? You
Oh.
There's a hand signal that people do like when they are like being kidnapped or whatever. Damn it. We gotta go look.
Yeah, we should Google it.
No, for sure, because gotta watch out.
See, but it was like it pissed me off so bad. I was like, "Leave us alone." Like, damn.
All right. Did you have anything else you wanted to ask me here before we move on? Like that tip.
Yeah. What's one thing you're planning on like improving on, like overcoming fear?
Probably like putting myself more out there. Especially when it comes to like what I do here with my podcast. It's something I just like enjoy doing. Probably invite more people onto it because that's one of the things that I just been like, I don't want to do that. Who's gonna want to come and talk to me?
You'd be surprised. I feel like every time you talk to someone, they always have a good impression of you.
They do. And then they'd be like, okay, thank you. So I get over my fear of that. Like that's something like I really need to get over. Just like inviting people to come have a conversation. Next time, be more equipped. Then
I feel like no matter what, whenever this is something I've learned from doing events, like something will always go wrong.
Yeah, and not to take that to heart.
Yeah,
So I try my best, like to psych myself out, because I will psych myself out. I will overthink like myself in a circle. So I'm gonna just be honest with you here. So sometimes, like, I go get readings to talk to like my ancestors, and so one of my grandmas told me, all I do is do this all the time. And then she said I would overthink myself so much. I would think about it so much and I just take myself out of like doing whatever it was. And she was like, "You need to stop that shit."
That is so sick. I should try to do something.
Honestly, there's somebody I can refer you to. She's really good. She's like my go-to person. She's just always like top tier. Like, I just love doing it. I don't know. And sometimes like most of my people that like I don't know too much about, and they're all just like passed away, except for like my immediate family. That's on like my mom's side. I don't know too much about my dad's side besides my only grandma that I know there. But everybody else I don't really know that much. But most of the people like she said it like pretty much passed. And then you know what? I gotta go talk to my grandma. Matter of fact, because one of the things that like I try to do is talk to my elders. And that's one of the things like I sometimes regret not doing with my grandpa before he got sick and passed away, is to like talk to him about like his family, his ancestry. Because I'm part indigenous for the most part. So I know I spoke to you guys, but like I am Blackfoot Indian. With some Natchez, not like Natchez Indian that's from Mississippi. And for the most part, like it's just been a journey of me trying to figure that out. I know if we just switch questions here, but
it's okay. That happens. I feel like that's how conversation goes.
And so it's just been like trying to understand that and figure that out a bit more. And so with that, not just to like connect in that type of way. Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. No, I agree. I definitely have like my grandpa from my dad's side. Like he was a piece of shit, but I do wish I had gotten to meet him more. He ended up passing away like a couple years back, but like I'm sure he had like so many stories. Like I don't know if you've heard about it, but like there was like a time where like in the US, like they would literally like spray down like migrant workers and like shave their heads and stuff.
Yeah.
My grandpa was one of those people
Oh my God.
that they like did that to.
Yeah.
And like I never really got to ask him about it.
Honestly,
the things
like
he went through.
when I talked to my grandma for the first time, like asked her questions about like my grandma, my great grandma. Yeah, my great grandma, asking about like my great grandma, her mom, and asking about her, like how did she grow up, like who were her siblings, and it was just like so interesting because I'm like a lot of people don't talk to the elders in the family, or they be like, oh, they ain't got nothing to share, like they ain't got nothing, and it's just like no, you need to go talk to those people before like they pass or like as they get older they don't remember stuff, and so it was just like so interesting talking to my grandma and like learning about basically the family that I never got to meet.
Yeah.
And then come to find out, like, the reasons that I do, like, they're here. Like, it's a real thing. You know what I'm saying? Like there are
No,
people
I
like
believe that 100%. Yeah.
they're like they blatantly send me telling me stuff that like they've seen me do.
Oh no, I'm scared.
Or like
For my ancestors thinking, bro. Oh my god.
honestly, no. So like they'll tell you like if I'll give you information, but like you can go and do whatever like you can. But like they'll tell you like if you're messing up, if they feel like you need to do something different. Like I told you, like they'll tell me I need to get my shit together. Like basically stop overthinking myself. Cause I have the creativity, I have the charisma, I have the magnetism, I have the personality. I'm a really good individual to like do the things that I desire to do.
For sure.
And I need to stop overthinking myself so much and like doing these things and just fucking do it.
The biggest lesson from this session is really just fucking do it.
Just fucking do it. Like
Yes.
you want to sit here and put yourself in a state like just do it, girl.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
Just gotta throw caution to the one. Your ancestors are right.
Oh God. I don't know. Recent time I'm like, look, I think I need to go have a conversation with y'all. I might just rip me a new one.
I think also for me, sometimes it helps to think like I come from such like a long line of like people who have had to like overcome so much awful things that like it would be a shame if I let like the smallest shit fuck me up. Meanwhile, they were going through like colonization and genocide and getting freaking sprayed down with like cancer sprays, and I'm here like, guys, I'm scared to ask to go to the bathroom.
And it's just like, bro, no one, they didn't even have to ask. They have to go and do it. That's another thing. Like, I'm gonna share the podcast with you. It's called Grits and Eggs Podcast. And so it's this man named Dante, and he talks about like how my community, my and my people, like we need to stop demonizing our ancestors and start honoring it a lot more, because these people, if without them, you wouldn't be here right now.
Right.
And so he was just like, you don't honor these people. You sitting there honoring like a fucking Jesus, a God that has not put in the work, that people that actually live the life, that put in the work in order for you to be here, that literally spilled blood.
Yeah.
And I was just like, damn, that's fact. And people try to like talk about he's the Antichrist and so I'm like, oh,
really, that's awful.
You shouldn't be saying stuff like that. And it's just like, these are people that actually live life, bro.
Yeah.
And they fought to make sure you had a better life. Now, but some of them probably coons, ancestral lineage, probably, okay. But we don't recognize the coons. We recognize the people that made sure like we were here today. And so, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I think people definitely should get more in touch with like their ancestors and stuff. Because I also think that can help with like your self-perception. Like,
no, for sure.
Like knowing that like you have that fortitude in you.
And you have people rooting for you. Like,
yeah.
That's one of the things where I do my best. But I know there are people rooting for me to like do more and do what I'm supposed to do in this life.
And I'm sure they're like already so proud. Like, think about it. Like, our ancestors were literally like going through some like the worst shit that any human could go through. Like, and now they're like looking down and being like,
in the cotton field,
this is where we are now. Like, that's, you know?
Yeah.
So like,
I'm living an easy life. Like we're all living an easy life. And the fact that people would not recognize that is fucking insane. Like, you have so many options out here. You have so many ways to learn, to educate yourself, to do fun things. Do you think they have fun things to do?
No, literally, dude.
I mean, they did have fun things to do, but it's not as like, we have more options out here.
Yeah, no, 100%.
And like, y'all actively choose to just sit here and scroll on the internet all day. That's our fun, but think about it though. We have much more access to so many different things to experience in this life. And the one thing people choose to do is sit here and scroll on the internet all day, which is insane. Like, and you're not even using it productively. You're using it to not even look up more about your family, yourself, your ancestry, what has happened to like the people, like different communities and cultures. That's why it really grinds my gears when people aren't really close-minded. And not understanding that there are other people out here that can relate to like who you are. You're not just in this box. And I'm sorry, this is not like a knock to your people, but a lot of times like they are like that. Like a lot of times they think that their box is their box without being understanding of a mind that people have similar experience to you, but they're not carrying it with them. And I think a lot of times people in your community like to carry that with them, like throughout their whole life without being able to like open that box and be able to understand that there are other people out here who understand like how you grew up, who you are, where you come from. And it's not just like, oh, you'll never understand.
No, I agree. I think it's because like in a weird way, like Mexicans are kind of masochist. Like, I think like there's our culture finds a lot of pride and like suffering.
Which is crazy.
like, in some ways it can be very beautiful.
Yeah.
But in other ways, because like, I think it comes from, like, the thought process that, like, our people have been, like, through so much, and, like, we can take so much, like, we can handle so much, like, we're strong people.
Yeah.
Like, we have, like, the mental fortitude, like, we can do this. Like, I think it stems from that.
Yeah.
But, like, with a lot of things, like, sometimes it gets to, like, such an extreme where it becomes harmful. Like, how you said that, like, anyone with, like, any other type of pain, they're like, "Oh, well, like, it's not the same as mine." It's like, I worse. Like,
Yeah.
or, like, even to the point where, like, it can become, like, self-harm in some ways. Like, oh my god, like like, I have had so many, like, and I think a lot of other, Latinos can, attest to this, especially with, like, our men, that, like, so many of them are very, like, self-loathing. Like, they have a lot of, like, bad coping mechanisms. Like, a lot of them, like, drink, like, insane amounts to, like, listen to, like, music about, like, being sad and, like, pain and all this because they pride themselves in, like, having felt that pain. But, like you said, like, it can be really toxic in a lot of ways. Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. That is so true. Like, even in the way, like, we work, like, there's, like, so many sayings in Spanish that basically boil down to, like, just keep working. Like, keep pushing through.
Sick.
Like, our culture very much is one of, like, just push through it, which can be good, but also, like you said, can be
detrimental.
toxic.
Yeah,
You
no,
know?
for sure.
Yeah.
I would say for, like, my community, I thought we got to the community aspect of things. I think, like, in my community, it's like you shouldn't really go against the grain. It's like they enjoy when people are, like, all the same. And then when you have people that go inside the box and do what you need to do, it's always, like, a group that likes to hate. And I'm sorry, like, so many haters. I know every community got the haters, but it's like my people just stem from, like, it's like we're drifting apart every day. It's like what happened to the community out here? What happened to the unity? What happened to, like, the collectivism? Everyone wants to be. I told you the CIA be working hard. The FBI be working hard to, like.
I always see those comments on posts like, "Yo, the CIA is working overtime."
So you see, because it's true though. Like every day it's something out here. Either it's like they get into the mindset of all right, my people and just having like nonsense conversations, like conversations that don't even matter, and not just be like, "Y'all feel for it again."
Honestly, I feel like that applies to like interracial relations too. Like, because I mean, we both know that like there is a lot of like anti-blackness in like Latino communities, and I also feel like sometimes there is like anti-Latino sentiment in Black communities.
Yeah, no.
And it's like so, because even like through our conversations, like all like there's like a lot of similarities between like our communities and the way we've been raised, and like fucking Fred Hampton, like he had that shit like figured out. Like he had everybody. He had the freaking brown berets. Obviously, like he was in the Black Panthers.
Yeah.
He had the freaking Puerto Ricans, the like lower class white people, the Asians. Guess what they did? They killed him.
Did him. Same thing with Michael X though. It be your old piece. So like they set my boy up. I'm like, this is why I couldn't know. I'm not liberal. I do not classify.
I'm not either. It's okay. If that wasn't obvious.
I'm not a liberal. When I first learned about Michael X when I was like in the middle of school, whatever, I said, this might do this. We on the right path here. Like, and that's why I learned about the being a Black radical. Yeah. And I was like, yeah, that's me.
Yeah, but like it's like like what they were doing is they were like teaching these people that like there are so many similarities between us. Like a fight for one of us is a fight for everyone. All of us.
Exactly.
And like people were actually starting to understand that, and obviously
it's
the white people knew.
Man, exactly.
They knew that like if we started to realize this, they would be overpowered,
bro.
Because like let's be honest, like white people aren't that like. Maybe I shouldn't say this, but like, is this problematic? I don't know. Don't put this in, but like, like I don't like. They've never really had to work unless it's like lower class. I'll give them a pass. The nines. But like
I don't know about that one either. Like, honestly, if this podcast blow from this episode,
hey, so many white people I'll give a pass. The Irish, they've been through shit. I'll give them a pass. Then ice, but I'll give them a little bit of a pass.
They is something nice with me about that.
Like I'll keep an eye on them.
All right.
But, like,
yeah.
Same with like white Latinos. Like don't think you guys are getting away with that. The fuck was I saying?
You was talking about oh shit. The white.
Oh yeah, the like comparatively,
Yeah.
they haven't really had to struggle. They
Yeah.
haven't had to have like work as hard as we do. So like really the only thing that keeps them up is the fact that like systemic racism.
No, that's
Because
true.
I 100% believe if it weren't for racism,
White supremacy, systemic racism.
like white people would not be considered like the cultural like
No, not at all.
not at all.
Like
even with racism, it's not completely true.
And now I think that's the point. I think that was the goal ultimately. Okay, so it's one of the creators. I think this from Dante, but it's somebody named Jasmine Garden. She was like, "You guys are living in a white man's fantasy. You're living in a white man's fantasy that's already died, doesn't live here anymore, and we're living out their dreams because this is something that they put together. This is something that they wanted to have all of us divided, all of us not together on one page, all of us
100%.
infighting. You know what I'm saying? All of us upkeeping what they brought up. Like we're upkeeping white supremacy. A lot of us is upkeeping
Yes, 100%.
racism. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? By adapting these ideologies that don't necessarily even exist.
Yeah, even within like our own communities, we'll like push them onto like each other. Like
Yeah.
I know with like Mexicans, colorism's like such a huge thing. Like oh my god, like there are like so many like awful slurs against like people who look even like slightly indigenous.
That's wild.
I know. That's like your ancestors. Like you come from like indigenous roots. Are you fucking stupid?
That's wild.
Like it's insane. And like I also have seen it with like black people too, with like the colorism. You know, like I remember like if you were like light skinned, you were like
treated better.
Yeah.
Just still true today.
Yeah.
Like, have you not seen the people famous in our community? Like
Yeah.
it's getting a lot better, but like if you're dark skinned, you have to at least be skinny.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you. You get some type of appeal, some type of praise. If you're not skinny and you're dark skinned,
too is like a
you
huge
have
thing,
like
too.
you're just having hard attack.
Yeah. And it's so crazy how like you can find it in every culture. Like you got like people from Asia who like literally like bleach their skin because they're like taught that like whiteness is beautiful, and
that's the crazy part.
insane.
I don't know why they need to bleach their skin down there anyways. Like you're already pale. Like
Well, different parts of Asia.
That's true.
Asia also includes like India and like parts of the Middle East. So like some Asians are like darker skin.
Yeah.
But because of white supremacy, when we think of Asians, we think of like the pale one.
That's true. Even though it's a lot of dark skinned Asians.
Yeah.
You know what? I found out, I was looking at an interview on YouTube and they were just like, no, it's dark skinned Asians in Korea.
Even in Japan,
In
they
Japan,
have dark
they like
Asians
we
too.
hide them. Like the
yes.
society hides them because they feel like they're not of a standard. But
Yeah.
those are the indigenous people that are dark skinned. And come to find out, I don't know if you knew that like the first people that were in Japan were of African descent. They just end up like staying there for a longer time, but they kept their dark skin until they started to be like washed. Unfortunately.
Yeah, no,
but like, yeah.
It's crazy how like white supremacy has like infected like every culture.
Bro, it's crazy.
Like ever since I met my boyfriend, I've been learning so much more about like the Puerto Rican culture, like even with them. And that's insane to me because
crazy,
they have like more direct roots than other Latinos to like African heritage. You know, like it's crazy. Like I remember once he was talking to me about like reggaeton, and he like mentioned to me how like a lot of the like reggaeton artists that become popular tend to be like the paler one.
Yeah.
Like Daddy Yankee. Dude, Loki might be paler than me. And my boyfriend pointed out that like he feels like that's why he got so popular in the early 2000s. Besides the fact that like he had bangers, but also because like he's very pale.
Yeah.
You know?
That's crazy though.
Yeah.
At least I ain't gonna lie, like we got some problems over here, but at least like honestly, when we first coming out, when neo soul and like R&B start coming out from like us, it was like we did have like people like different colors and like different backgrounds, like being like black in our community, which is a really good thing. Now you don't see it now as much, but my point is fact of like, dang, at least like during like early days, like people coming out with like music in my community, like neo soul was like made for us, but then end up getting taken over. And then I said, yo, come on, man.
Many such cases, unfortunately.
Yeah. So I don't know if you ever heard like the song, it's called Closer.
Bye.
Damn it. fuck is it? It started with a G. I don't know how to pronounce it. But that was like the first like neo soul. That was the first YouTube video. Her music video was the first YouTube video.
I thought it was that one guy with the elephant. The first YouTube video?
The first like music YouTube.
Oh shit!
Like the first music video. My bad.
I was like, she said she do with the elephant.
No, it was like the first music video on YouTube, and this is like that was a black woman, and she said she recorded that joint off of a camcorder.
Okay, word,
bro. And now look, I'll show you the music video after we're done here. But like, I was like, the fact that you recorded this joint, shorts about fire. Okay,
and the example of someone who just did it.
Bro.
She didn't wait to be in like a bigger room and get better equipment. She just did that shit.
That song still play today. Top tier. But yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else you'd like to add to me for the activity I got for us? Mainly for you, but
talk to your grandparents. Take time to take things slow. If you're scared, just do it scared. Honor your ancestors. And dismantle white supremacy, guys.
Yeah, my mama, go ahead. Listen, CIA.
It starts internally.
Listen, the revolution will not be televised.
Go to song. He was literally right. Like, yeah.
I mean, honestly, it all starts like people understanding that all this is, I'm not going to get too much into this, but all this is really made up. Like, it's how you make it. We all live. I know you've heard me a couple of times say this. But like we all really do live in our own individual realities, and we have a collective reality that we go with. So you can see somebody like be successful, and the collective can be going downhill.
Yeah, so true. I know there's been some shit happening with like Tyler the Creator that I feel like it's kind of like the similar like zeitgeist. Yeah, so true.
So we all make our own realities, and when we do it, it's just what we choose to like navigate through, what we choose to believe in. Everything is a thought process and what you want to do, what you want to believe in, how you want to believe in it. I'm not saying that there isn't influences out here in this world, because it is, but like you could also influence yourself. It's like one of the things that one of the people I follow, she was just like, honestly, she was like, this is like, imagine it's being like a big video game. Like, you see how we play The Sims? Imagine life being The Sims. Imagine like your God is the creator, like moving us around and trying to place us to like to do more in different places, but you also have your own will.
No, yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Literally, there was like a time in my life, which I still should probably do, where I was like, fuck it, dude, I'm gonna make up my own religion for myself.
Hey, go ahead.
Might as well, you know?
You can.
Like,
what would be the religion, bro?
I don't know. I never figured it out. I was like, fuck it. Like, why not? Like,
let me know the religion, and I'll probably hop in. Like, I'll bring a minister in. Which one you want? A gothic one? I don't know.
I don't know.
You want me to come in and say a couple words?
I just like had like a thought that I was like low key.
Hey, add it to the golf page.
Like, how many?
I mean, honestly, have you seen? Hey, add it to the golf page. Golf religions. So
maybe hey. I do like. Oh my god.
The fortitude of a golf.
I don't know. I don't know if this is for like the podcast or, but I have thought of like some ideas. Like, I think it would be so cool to have like a golf fashion show, but where like people put like a twist on it, where like they mix it with like aspects of like traditional dress from their cultures.
That's
That'd be fucking sick. Yeah.
Yeah, put that down. Write that down.
I do have it written down. I be thinking things.
No, you got it. Okay, so if that's all you have for me, I just want to give you time. Like, if you had any questions, anything else?
No, because I feel like we're never gonna shut up.
It's fine. I'll probably just separate this into like 2 episodes. If you haven't noticed, like I don't have long episodes. It's probably my first one. It's about like over 30 minutes. I think one of my other episodes was like 40 minutes, but for the most part, because I don't like talking that much, I like to split it in 2.
Fair. I feel like that is a little easier when you have someone to go off of. Who's the next guest?
I have no idea.
Oh.
I'll have to figure it out. But this is a stepping stone for me. I won't lie to you.
Other activity.
Yeah. So what I have here is some things that you can put down, and like you don't have to share it with me. But okay, you keep it to yourself. No, do it. I'll say, hold on, another pen. Okay, so just to like end off of what we discussed today in part, I just wanted to have like leave something that we can just have, just like look back on. So here is some things. These are things that I got from a book that I had shared that day when we was like doing the training. It is called The Four Spiritual Laws of Prosperity. And at the end, it asks these things like, because fear is in the base of like what can get in people's way of like people prosperity. Because we're so afraid of all these different things that associated with like money and like fear overall. And so here's like just some of the things I thought would be really good. So write down 5 extremely scary things that there is no way you would ever do or even want to do.
Honestly, I don't know if I could think of that. I low-key would try a lot of things. Oh my god.
Just put that on me.
I know one for sure is fucking heights. Fuck that shit. I'm never doing that shit.
And I'll do it with you.
There's nothing that could bring to me in my life. I'm trying to think of this from like a more like introspective standpoint, but all I can
5
think,
extremely scary things that
yeah,
there is no way you would ever do. But so what's just 5 things you thought you would never ever do?
I thought I wouldn't do or I wouldn't do.
You would do.
Get tortured? Like I don't think I like that.
I mean, that would be scary, yeah.
Yeah, right. I can't spell tortured.
Thinking like in a positive sense, so like thinking of it as like this, like what is something like so scary or like something that you're afraid of that like you heard other people do and you'd be like, oh, I would never do that shit.
Yeah, I think that's the problem I'm having because, okay, I think I would do a lot of things. At least in this point in my life. If you had asked me when I was younger, I probably would have had a better list.
It's okay. Because I don't think I have 5 right now.
It's hard to think on the spot.
Yeah, indeed. Okay, so hard about it.
I don't know.
Heights.
I fucking hate heights. Like, you could not convince me to do anything involving heights. I tried once, and I freaking fainted like twice on the roller coaster. So yeah, heights. I'm good on that. Number 2, I quit getting tortured.
Oh, God.
It just sounds really awful. I don't think that's something I could handle.
You said you taking what they have, like the time beef and Pepsi?
What?
It's like a running joke in my community where like if you snitch, you get the time beef and Pepsi because that's what they bribe you with. Because once you done snitching, you hungry.
Oh.
Yeah.
I've never heard that before. That's so interesting. I like Pepsi.
Oh, so you just snitched for the Pepsi?
No.
JK. Okay, what you got next?
3. This one I put a question mark because honestly,
yeah,
I feel like part of me could do it. I would just be really scared doing it. For solo travel. I think doing that as a woman is really scary. And 4, I put talk to my parents about my feelings. I don't think that's something I'll ever do.
Honestly, you know what? I agree.
Yeah. Oh my God. My therapist, he's like white American.
Yeah.
And anytime I have something to say about like if I'm having an issue with my parents, it's like, well, why don't you just talk to them?
Whoa. No, that's not
how it works.
That's not how it works at all.
It's scary.
So after that, now I'm sitting here being interrogated because I told you how I feel.
I had one other therapist. He was really cool, but he was like a student. So like he eventually left. But I remember like I was also having issues with my mom. And he was like, this is going to be really white. But like if you try talking to her.
God, you knew it was white.
I know.
At least he knew. He was conscious about this.
What did you put for yours?
Okay, so when I first did this activity a couple years ago, I think these still apply. So,
ooh, are you gonna compare?
No, actually, I didn't write anything like these. Don't apply. Like these do apply. I would say these are still like valid, and some things that I probably would never do. I'm not gonna lie to you. So it's tell another male I like them and would like to do a date. I would never do that. That's very scary for me.
That is very scary.
Tell anyone my secrets. No, some things I just got like, I'm not sharing that. But sometimes be like, you know, it's good to be vulnerable, but that's too much scary for me. Go down a dark water slide. I can't do that shit.
Okay, I think I would. Woo!
Growing up, like I just could not do the dark water slide. I would always do the one that was like out light, and people would like make fun of me for it. I'm like, I don't know, man. I just can't go down the dark water slide.
Natural for
It's like,
to be in the
bro.
Same with heights. Like, dude, I dated this white guy briefly.
Weird.
He would talk about like wanting to take me skydiving. I was like, keep that fucking shit away from me. Like, what the hell is your problem? Why would I want to do that? Like, humans aren't meant to do that. Like,
You told this man like he had a disease.
because that is a disease. How do you find that fun?
Gene, honestly, look, so I understand. Zip line over a cavern. Honestly, I may do that. I'm gonna put a star by it.
Number 5, cave. No, cave diving.
Cave diving?
Like, I would go on like a cave tour, but cave diving, no. I've seen what happens to those people.
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah. They get. Yeah.
And then my last one, I think this still applies, is be vulnerable. Yeah.
Yeah, I think a lot of these can be summed up with be vulnerable. Yeah.
It's just individual vulnerabilities. Okay. So my second segment is 5 scary things that you have always dreamed about doing but have never had the nerve to do. It's like, what are some things like you've never had the nerve to just like do it? Besides, like, I'll put that on there, like telling your mom how you feel. I think just. Yeah. So if you want to think about that second one, and then we'll come back.
You want to get one for the second one, or do you have more?
No, I didn't have more. Okay, so I'll go first this time. So 5 scary things that I've always dreamed about doing but have never had the nerve to do was, once again, what you tell my mother how I feel. I feel like growing up, I just had like a low-key animosity because of the way she went about stuff and growing up. And I was just like, bruh. But another one was go out and have fun by myself. I think that I don't go out enough. Not just like the clubs and anything, but I don't go out enough just to like experience life. That's because I've always been taught, like, I don't know, I've always convinced myself not to do that. And just trying to like do more of just like having fun. I think I'm a very serious individual at times when it comes about my own life and not doing more. So, spend a night over a friend's home. I ain't never did that before. Yeah, no. I've never been that close with people to actually do that, which is interesting. And then, speaking of the language, I've always wanted to like speak another language.
Hola.
And so, like, I've always been like good at Spanish. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's just that
Yeah, you
I
understand my
learned it.
grandma pretty well.
Honestly, I don't know what that came from, bro. I was understanding your mama too. I was like,
Yeah, I
having a
know.
great
I would
conversation.
turn to you and be like, yo, this is what she, and you'd be like, I got it.
I'm like, I understood what she was saying. But yeah, I always want to speak like Spanish, Japanese. I would want to speak that too. Then at one point I did want to learn French, but then I said these people are low-key racist.
Yeah, I don't like
I think I'm
French.
okay. Yeah.
Fucked up.
And then once I learned about like me being Native American, I did want to learn like my native language. And then come to find out these people are like white supremacy has got them too. Because sometimes I'll just be like, this is different on the subject, but sometimes like looking at the tribes that are here now and understanding that y'all do realize like y'all just as much an impact as like this stuff as y'all like are here. Because they would turn away like black people, black people, put that in quotation marks here, quote, black people, that like prove that they are indeed tribal people and would turn them away or like be like, oh no, you're not. And that's why I'm like, we was doing like the Indian Country 101 and they said that like in there to my pretendians. And I'm just like, no, you motherfuckers just don't like dark skinned people. Y'all like got some color shit going on over there.
I honestly feel like they were more so talking about the white people who be like, yeah, I'm a Cherokee.
No, because I've heard like stories of like people who said like black people like who've gotten like the documentation like proving that they are Native American, like they're from here, they're from this land, they're from this tribe, and like they will go there and like prove the documentation, try like get their like reservation stuff, and they'll turn them away. And I'm like, okay, so yeah, and then one of the things like I've always wanted to do is like just leave and start traveling.
would be sick.
Yeah.
Top fun.
Just go like sell everything. I wasn't like to just sell everything.
I like disappear type shit.
Yeah, I was on disappear type shit.
Oh.
It went at the time when I did this, I was like, bro, I need to fucking get the fuck away. Like, I need to go like now. I'm like backpack it, like just say fuck it, book a plane ticket, and just figure it out from there. Thank God I didn't. No, I think I should have. I still think a part of me should have just go ahead and just
try it out.
Not been so. Nah, at this point, I'm like, at the time, I had no career. So I think that would have been great. But yeah, that was my top 5. What you got?
Right. I didn't put these in any particular order, but
It's fine.
I put solo travel again.
Top 2?
Again, it's scary to be a woman.
Yeah.
2, live on my own. Again, it's scary to be a woman. Like, I think I could handle the responsibility. Well, I probably struggle with like budget and shit.
Yeah, no budget.
Like, what if someone breaks into my house, dude? That's scary. And number 3, drive. Number 4, go out of my way to make friends. I feel like a lot
Honestly,
I
agree.
I feel like a lot of the friends I have now are because I've met them through other friends.
Right.
And like, my friends are good at making friends, like just by proxy, but like, I've never been the one to like.
Have you wanted new friends? Like, do you feel like it's, I don't know, like, let me ask this, like, do you feel like it's like you're in a time where you should have new friends?
Not that I should, but like,
or like you should explore like having different other people in your life.
I have more of an opportunity now to be making more friends.
Yeah.
But I just like don't take the opportunity.
I mean, like, to expand a bit more, do you think that it would be good for you to expand like past the friends that you have now of people from different groups?
Yeah, I feel like it's always good to have friends, as many as you can. I did download Bumble Friends.
That's a real thing.
Yes, it's like Bumble but for friends.
Really?
And I actually met my friend Lamb off of there.
Okay.
And Lamb was the only friend I ever made off of that. Because then I was like, this shit fucking sucks. And I uninstalled.
I didn't know that was a real thing, but that's crazy. So when did you meet Lamb?
This was like, we literally had our anniversary like this month, like early this month. We met in November.
Of last year?
Yeah, so it's been a year since we've been friends.
Oh, okay.
Shout out Lamb.
Shout out.
Most talented person I've ever met. Genius.
Wow. Ain't he a scientist?
Yeah, they work in like a lab.
Lamb a scientist. See?
Yeah.
You need to put that on like stickers and just start promoting it. Put a lamb on it, and then they say Lamb the scientist.
They're also like in a band.
Come on, bro. Come on. Wait.
Yeah,
we can sell the come on, bro. Put me in. Come on, wait.
Really cool like cinematography for like other band. Like literally, they're one of the
that could be his tag name, like Lamb the scientist, because he be mixing it up, mixing it up in the studio in the lab.
Yeah, they low key don't like being on social media though. So like, I think that's why. But like, literally, they're like the most talented person I've ever fucking met in my life. Like, it's insane. Like everything they do in terms of like art, like they're so good at it. It's crazy.
I don't think I ever told you guys I'm an artist too.
I've seen your art.
I be gatekeeping. I've never.
Goes back to the telling you people the vulnerability.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie to you. This is a different episode, but I did record like, they don't need to know me. Y'all need to know me for real. Like, I be gatekeeping sometimes. All right, did you have another one?
Take a lift on my own.
Take a lift.
Again, I don't want to get murdered.
Oh, you mean like the driving app lift?
I've heard some scary things.
You know, I'm always taking lift.
That's true, but like, damn.
Okay.
Also, that shit's expensive.
Hey, it'll be a couple bucks and go let it.
Yes. Crazy shit.
Okay. Did you have anything else?
No. Those were my 5.
That's it?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think we've reached the end of this episode here. How did you like being here with me today?
It's pretty chill.
Yeah.
I think we low-key got off track a little bit, but
no, it's okay.
It's just how it be. But I think the general we got it down.
Yeah.
Just do it. My feelings right. Just do it, bro.
Well, I want to say